Hello and welcome to this video. Today I want to show you the secret debug mode of the LEGO Robot Inventor app, which you can use to add a few features. That's nothing major and mostly for developers and stuff like that, but there are a few things that might be interesting for you as well. This debug mode is also available for Spike Prime, but it has less features, so it's not as interesting. But let's get to the file. First, we have to add %appdata%, because the settings are in a hidden folder and we can access it with this. Then we have to go back to appdata and into the local folder. Here we can go into packages. Next, we can search the LEGO group LEGO Mindstorms Inventor. That's here. And here we can go into the local cache folder, into roaming, into Mindstorms Robot Inventor, and into the settings.json. We can edit them with the editor. And here we have a few settings. The interesting setting is UI.debug, and we have to change this to true. Then we can change the file, and I will open the Robot Inventor app. And you can already see a new menu. Here we can open the debug menu, and we can do some stuff that's mostly interesting for developers. But you can also download the programs to SVG files that are images that are scalable, and that might be interesting for books or for thumbnails or stuff like that. There's also other stuff. You can copy stuff to the clipboard, but the most interesting thing is the download to SVG option. And you can change the device, so I can open the view for a telephone or for a tablet or something. And the next change that I found is in projects. When we open a project, then we have a few blocks that we can add. And in the debug mode, we have debug blocks that we can add. And the nice thing is that they stay in the program, even if we change the debug mode back to disabled. This debug will stay here as long as a debug block is in this option. And here we have an option to read sensors. Powered up devices have 6 leads. We have the leads for the motors, lead 1 and 2, which can be between 0 and 9 volt or minus 9 volt and 9 volt. We have ground and VCC. We can't control them, and this VCC is 3.3 volts, not 9 volt. And we have ID1 and ID2, which are used to communicate with sensors via UART. So basically we can control the motor and the sensors independently in the wires. And the first 3 blocks are used for sensors, and the last block is used for motors. We have a block to read a sensor. We can read, or we have to give the port. We have to give the mode. Some sensors, like the ultrasonic sensor, have different modes, because the ultrasonic sensor can measure in centimeters, but also in inches. And there are different modes for the different values. Then we have a third argument. I'm not entirely sure what it's for, but I think that the tilt sensor from Video 2.0 has an option to measure the X and the Y value at the same time. And I think that DS0 and DS1 is for either X or Y. And we can read the value either as raw, as percent between 0 and 100, or as SI, so in centimeters or inches, or whatever you use. So with this block you can read sensors. With this block you can set something to a sensor, or via UART to a device. You can set a value to a mode, which can be used, for example, for the LEGO Boost color and distance sensor that can emit power functions, infrared signals, and you can probably send power functions, infrared signals with this block. I haven't tried it, but in theory it should work. And you can change the mode, but all of these blocks have options to change the mode, or you have to give the mode for these blocks, so I'm not sure if this block is really necessary. And the last block is being used to apply a PWM signal, so to drive the motors with the speed of 0 to 100 or minus 100 to 100. I think that this debug mode might be interesting and helpful for third-party developers that want to make their own sensors for LEGO Mindstorms Robot Inventor. It's just a bit sad that you can't access the pins directly, so you can't set the sensor pins to 1 or 0. You can only send UART commands in the UART protocol by LEGO. But that was it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video and bye.